welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I know where I was. I know where I was that September day. I remember it like it was yesterday. And some of you guys know my story, my background, where I come from, why I have an American flag in the back of me. I was 18 years old, and I had joined the military. I had signed up to go overseas, be deployed overseas, where I did consecutive tours overseas. And during wartime, you win a couple of medals for that. You get some ARCOMs, you get some AARs, Army Achievement Medals, Army Accommodation Medals, National Defense Service Ribbon, a lot of things like that. A lot of things that don't matter. Okay? A stock price, everything that I follow, my following, my platform that I've built, we built together, none of it matters. Not at all. Not when days like this come. Today is 9/11 and no one even remembers, or they choose not to remember. I will never let it go. I know exactly what it was. I know how I felt about it at the time. It's the most American thing I've ever been through. Then, of course, you have people who try to marginalize the day by wanting to focus on a debate that was last night and or GameStop earnings. We'll go over GameStop earnings. It's not a problem. It was great. The debate, whatever, I didn't even watch. I just remember what I was doing. 23 years ago. I can't believe it's been 23 years. I have this picture here. And that was me 23 years ago. Front and center. It says here, I was 19 years old in this picture. Yeah. I was a 19-year-old sergeant in the United States Army. And I wouldn't ask for anything else. Time flies. That's all I can tell you. So no antics today, guys. No helmet. No shouting. No arguing with meltdowners. I have a zero tolerance for meltdowners right now. Only because they don't know how to act and they chose to be children yesterday. And I'm not going to allow that on this platform. Racial slurs, ignorance, belittling. I'm not going to do it because we're not allowed to communicate that way, and nor are you. So the moderators, we had a meeting last night, passed on some messages, and I'll tell you right now, if you come in here with that nonsense, you'll be the first one gone. Yesterday, people wanted to make earnings about me personally, attack my life, attack what I've been through. Somebody saying I traded in GameStop for my children and my wife and, my career, and I'm a loser and all this stuff. You guys can attack me, that's fine. But you're going to do it in silence because you're not going to do it in public. You're just not. I'm not going to give you the platform for that. We're here to pass on education, information, and a whole lot of stimulation. And that's what GameStop is. GameStop stimulates the mind, stimulates your heart, your desires, your interests, and maybe the creative side of you. Maybe you want to make videos. Maybe you want to go ahead and tell people just how great it's going to be or how great it already is. So that's why we have the platform, and that's what we promote here. The chart looks great. It's at 1991 right now, 1990. Those were good years, by the way. But beyond that, price is going to stay on the screen, but we're going to talk. We're going to go over a lot of things today. We're going to go over the whole 10Q. We're going to go over a couple of other headlines that are out there now. Now I see the BBIG crew, the Big Lots crew finally has a Q at the end of it because it did go bankrupt. But you know what's crazy about something like that, where Big Lots goes bankrupt and now they have dip financing over $700 million, and they only had a market cap of around $50 million for the company, and now it's even less than that. But the crazy part about this is I don't see a single stock pumper out there. I don't see this following that's pushing out. Everyone needs to go rush over to that bankrupt company because it never got the traction that Bed Bath & Beyond did. Private equity plays you, the investor, on yourself. This is why AMC exists. This is why GameStop is fighting everyone left and right. But you knew what those other investments were when you left them and or when you were being told about them. Ryan Cohen found out what Bed Bath & Beyond was for the same very reason. Now, the crazy part that I'm looking at today is I realized Richard, hi. I doubt you watch my videos, Richard, or else you'd be forever educated on what exactly is happening with GameStop. But like I called you out 3 years ago, I knew who you were 2 years ago, and I knew who you were a year ago. You don't get to leverage your platform for the benefit of you. Make a platform for the people, and the people will be with you the whole way through. He's a fake, he's a phony, he's a fraud. To call out GameStop and leadership for what they were doing, raising funds when no one else can. You know what's the craziest part about this? I want to remind the people about something. The narrative is GameStop is diluting you by offering shares to the public. You know, there's a company out there called AMC that has taught me so much. AMC Movie Theaters, that is run by private equity, that has Adam Aron at the helm, offered shares of their company at 40 cents a piece. And they couldn't raise $100 million. They couldn't raise $200 million. Matter of fact, the offering they put out there lasted for 3 months, and they raised half of what they tried to raise. You know, they could only sell off half the shares available to the public. Nobody wanted to buy them. So they did a debt offering. They actually offered up equity for their company to raise capital because they can't borrow anymore. That taught me a lot about something. Not just are they stretching you, the public, like they would, like private equity does, but let's go look at GameStop, guys. GameStop can offer 20 million shares because they have a buyer already. Like I try to tell you guys how these deals work, and it's as if people are oblivious. You, the shareholder, are not being diluted. You are not being gutted. The value of your shares are going up because GameStop is raising capital and not spending it. They're allowing the interest off this capital to go back to you tenfold. This is why your book value has increased. I still have shares that I bought 3.5 years ago. The same shares that were worth $9.95 just 4 months ago. They're now worth $19.97 right now. But how much of that is book? Considering that they're offering 20 million shares at $20 a piece, we're looking at $4.5 billion worth of cash on hand. And that's going to be $11 book. So if GameStop is going to be $11 book per share, that went up from $4. How much did I really get? How much value do I have? That book value is mine per share. It's called shareholder equity. It's yours, guys. What am I buying? I'm buying a $19 stock right now, a $20 stock, where $11 of it is book. How the hell is that not a great deal? That's 60%, 55% book. No one has that, okay? NVIDIA, 1% book. Apple, 2% book. Google, 16% book. Meta, 13% book. Costco, 9% book. Walmart, 16% book. Nobody has 55% book that you want to buy. GameStop does not operate on debt. We're going to go over that part of it, but I'm going to tell you something. Richard Newton. What Ryan Cohen is doing by raising capital when you think he shouldn't. Do you know how expensive it is to borrow money today? It's extremely expensive. Interest rates and the Fed rate are at an all-time high over the last 40 years. All-time high. So rather than raising capital via a bond with covenants on it and the whole world looking at you, he goes and gets the money from institutions. And they're selling enough shares not to wake up anyone. But the way it works to do an offering, it's not like he just had an idea. There's a commission tied to the end of it. Jeffries is sitting there saying, the demand is so high, Ryan. We're ready to sell. We're ready to sell more shares if you want to offer it. We have a buyer right now. This is how an offering only takes 1 day. An offering only took 1 day last time. The one before that took 3 days. Because there are people waiting, asking, begging to get into this stock and this company. And if you don't think they are, Who the hell do you think's ponying up $400 million? Who do you think put up the $3 billion? You think it was retail? Someone's lying to you guys. Or someone's not telling you what you should be hearing. This is what it all tells me. There are stories and or rumors in the back row about GameStop and what they're planning on doing and how they're going to do it. Private equity, they probably know. They probably know they can't stop it. So full flood campaign. Go address anyone or anything talking about GameStop. Stop them dead in their tracks. Well, I wish Richard Newton had the intestinal fortitude to say the right thing when everyone's watching, let alone when no one's watching. To question the leadership, to cry about what they're doing when it's only bringing a positive light to your side. It's literally, they made a profit in quarter two when no one thought they would. Wall Street projected 17 cents loss. $70 million was the projection loss. GameStop comes in top 14. That's an $84 million miss by Wall Street. Why are they not pricing it that way? Why are they not booking it that way? Because you have your fake GameStop supporters out there, and they've been out there for years. And I tell you, I know them. I see them right, plain as day. First guy who says I need to start buying calls instead of shares. First guy who says I need to question my leadership. The first guy who says you can't trust Ryan. Really? Ryan's been here since 2019, and he's working for free. He has the most money to lose, not me. He does. So why not? Why not go with someone in something? When you see the complete 10Q, guys, it's going to rock you. I was watching it all night last night, breaking down line by line, understanding what the liabilities were, the payoff on liabilities, how our current ratio is 5x. Guys, I've been around a long time. Long time. When your assets versus liabilities are 5x, somebody is not pricing this correctly. 2x would have you excited. 2x would have you out of your seat. We're talking 5 times more. But it's okay. Hey, Richard, you're invited to the cookout, Richard. You are. Because I need somebody to flip my burgers, bro. You're a fake GameStop supporter. And I'll never be quiet about it. I'll never be shy about it. You keep reading those Reddit posts. And those super stock posts and those Reddit posts and meltdown posts, everything they do, where they create just enough FUD, just enough fear, uncertainty, and doubt, that's going to play on someone else. Someone who has no conviction in this investment. But a guy like me, a guy who doesn't forget 9/11, a guy who doesn't forget where he came from, you're never going to get it. Shout out to my family. Woke up this morning at midnight. After earnings report last night, I went to go pick up my son from school, and I was watching Tetron Invest, another YouTube channel about GameStop. And I was watching Tetron, and he's talking. And I'm like, all right, man, he's doing good. I know Dynamite_41 had a video. And I was like, okay. And so I let them play. Dropped my son off. I went home and I passed out. I hadn't slept in 3 days, guys. I had only slept 2 hours a day over the last 72 hours. I did a Santa Monica video on the pier, went to a Dodgers game, didn't go home till midnight, back at work at 2 a.m. Worked the whole night. My son calls me, tells me he's stranded in Colorado, broke down car. I'm on the phone for 4 hours, trying to navigate, keep him safe, the whole deal. I fell asleep at midnight, back up at 2 a.m. I worked the whole day like I'm a zombie, knowing earnings are right around the corner. I'm up, talking to my family, up all night, doing the best I can do. Pass out, wake up, do it again. Earnings comes, have a great earnings video, have some trolls in the chat trying to take over that channel info, and you can't. GameStop made a profit. You can never get away from that. I passed out last night. I slept 6 hours. I woke up at midnight today. I said, all right, it's time to grind. It's time to get back out there. If you don't have a passion for the things you do in life, if you don't have that drive, that motivation, let me be your motivation. Let me wake you up every day. Let me get you up out of the bed. Just hit play on the next video. That's it, guys. I'm not going to let you forget what this is. And I'm not going to let you forget who said it wasn't. Just remember that. We're going to go over some numbers today, guys. It's going to be a boring video, sure. No antics, no helmet, no dancing. Meltdown. I saw you guys. How the hell, Meltdown? How the hell do you have 7 posts of me within 3 hours? 7 different clips of anything I'm doing online. I can't even sleep. If I fart, I think you guys are going to record it. Like, it's crazy. I'm like, oh, yeah, Marantz and gassy, his stomach is gastros. And you know what? Healthcare is going down. That's what it is. Yeah, Marantz's health is crashing. By the way, I'm 232 pounds, as solid as a rock. You guys can try me. It's fine. Loving life. What can I tell you? Living it up. Had breakfast already this morning. I'm already up and at it. I drove over to the house, took out the trash can. Oh, look at that. Such a good guy. Took out the trash can for my family. Because Sharon texted me in the middle of the night, said, Marantz, don't forget it's trash day. And I go, oh my God, my family, they have no idea. They're not on that level yet. So I went down there and I took them out and cleaned up a little bit. And you know what, guys? I tell you, I'm so transparent about my situation, what I'm going through. I don't care what you guys say. I don't care if somebody comes in here and calls me a loser. I'm a failure at life. You can tell me anything you want. It's not going to change who I am and who you are. All the bad words and all the bad juju you put on me, it's never going to change who you are. And the fact that you didn't invest into GameStop, or you're against Ryan Cohen and the leadership, or you don't believe in the investors of GameStop. I can't help you there, bro. But deep down inside, I think all of you meltdowners love this show, love this stock, and you're just too afraid to admit it. Come out the closet, meltdowners. Don't be trapped in it. I promise you. All right, guys, let's do it. So, GameStop, looking healthy. I know you guys want to see the chart and pay attention to the price. I really don't care about the price today. Remember, price action doesn't move me up or down. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to keep buying more. If you guys saw the Discord, I bought more. It was in my buy order this morning. So great. We're going to go ahead and look at PSA graded cards. Let's see how many PSA graded cards are on the website. As you know, it was 4,000 something yesterday. Now it's 3,900 today. So plenty of cards are selling off. It looks amazing to sell off from 5,200 all the way down to 1,300 cards. And remember, they add some, they take some, they add some, they take some. So you never really know how many cards are selling. Just know there's a lot. I really like the fact that GameStop had a huge increase, and we're going to go over it here, on the gross profit margin, operations margin. It was massive, guys. It's so big that people need to pay attention, and they will. So the market cap right now is $10 billion, okay, on GameStop. If you guys are familiar, $10 billion. And the volume's 10 million, which is cool. The chart looks healthy. I still like GameStop at 23. I like GameStop at 20. I'll buy it every day of the week. I bought it at 21.15 in the pre-market this morning. Am I mad that I bought it for $1 more than what it is today, right now? No, I don't care where I buy. As long as I buy, I'm happy. That's just the way it goes down. The net income over the trailing 12 is officially $42 million. $42.5 million over the trailing 12. We have 2 more quarters to go. The last 2 quarters, GameStop did not make a profit Q3 last year, and they made a $60 million profit Q4, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it being $60 million, you're looking at $100 million already. But remember that you have to add on 2 more quarters of interest, and it looks like the interest was $40 million. So I'm looking at $200 million profit for the year. $200 million, 1/5 of a billion, and if you times that by any multiple, let's just say 50, like most people do, you're looking at $5 billion, right? You're looking at massive numbers. At $5 billion, $10 billion. $10 billion it should be the market cap. So you're right on price right now where you're at on a $200 million a year. But we're going to do more than that. We're going to do more than that because I'm just putting small numbers down. When you actually think about GameStop, what it can do for the PE ratios and earnings per share, and just the way they're going to navigate moving forward, book value, everything. I think GameStop's worth every bit of $50, $60 a share, and that's without a squeeze. So they most definitely should be in the S&P 500. We should be talking about them in that light, and it'll all happen within time. But 3 years from now, when you guys are all tired of holding like Richard is, Richard, I'm just going to tell you, man, you missed out in life, not me. Apparently, you know who's crying about the price action? Who's crying about the stock being down, or dilution, as they call it? Anyone who has a short time frame, who put their own time limits on themselves. I put no time limit on my investment. I could lose it all tomorrow. I'm okay, or it can stretch out for the next decade. I'm okay, because I'm not missing that 20 grand that I put into it. And yeah, 20 is not a lot to you. It's a lot to me. It's a lot to me. I'm in a transition in life. I'm pivoting in life. But like GameStop, I'll prevail. I know I will. I'm extremely successful at what I do. I just need a little bit more time under my belt, and I'll be okay. And so does GameStop. And they're really successful at what they do. Now, we'll go ahead and look at it another way, because we're going to break down all the financials. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the income statement. So I want you guys to pay attention. We're going to go to quarterly. We're not going to the trailing 12. We're just going to go straight quarter to quarter, nuts to nuts, what it is. I can do trailing 12, and that'll show you what GameStop is pacing and how they're improving, but we'll look at that after the fact. Okay? So first thing is this. This is going to be quarter 2. It's already here. It's already updated completely. This website is stockanalysis.com. Go ahead and look up GameStop, and then you're going to see what they are for the period. So for the period, top line revenue came down. $798 million is what it's at. It's down 31%. But when I look at it, this is year to year. So 31 right here versus this 1.1 here. So 1.164 was a great year. Phenomenal year for GameStop. If you're not familiar, last year, this same period, we had Zelda. Zelda had you sold out everywhere you go. And that 1.16 actually was the only increase that they've had in the last 8 quarters. So you were never going to see a quarter 2 increase. Quarter 2 usually trends down, right? 1.1, and that's when they had an amazing amount of stores. And then you had a 1.1 again. And then if you go all the way back here, 942. So 942, just so that we're clear, 942, pandemic, online e-commerce. At that time frame, GameStop was operating 942 top line revenue. Their cost of goods sold, the COGS itself, was going to be 689. And so the gross profit was 252. That's with no buildings being open, right? They were not open, everything. We have buildings open now, and our profit is around 248 right here. So 252, 248, we're really close, and that was just e-commerce only. Now we have buildings, we shortened up the footprint, we're doing all these things. And I'm traditionally going down the line here for GameStop. The cost of goods, which is the COGS here, the revenue, is 549. 549.5, meaning for this next quarter 3. Remember, I'm already projecting quarter 3. I'm already there in my mind mentally. And why quarter 3? Because quarter 3 is going to be August, September, and October. And this is the best part about it. October actually has Call of Duty this year. Call of Duty's coming out in October, not November. First time in a long time. But if you also know that NCAA 2025 came out, Madden 25 came out. So 3 big games that came out in this quarter 3. So I anticipate GameStop having more than $800 million sold. Additionally, you're getting a full quarter of PSA graded cards and collectibles. You're getting 2 months worth of retro gaming. You're getting the Candy Con controllers. There's a lot of stuff here on the plate and the table here for GameStop. So I think GameStop can have a good quarter 3. And if they have a good quarter 3, if they have an increase on the 700 million, right, almost 800 million, if they can get into the 880, 850 range, just understand that the ratio, the actual percentage margin is here. And I'll show it to you here right now. They're 31% on gross margin. If they can do 30 flat, anywhere in that range, compare it to last year where they were 26, and 23. This is what we're trying to beat out. We beat out the 26. We beat it out by 500 basis points. 5%. That's massive in these big numbers, guys. So to actually beat it out by 5%, then you go ahead and look and you see that in quarter 1 this year, we beat out last year's by 4%. So they're increasing every single time. So what do you think we're going to beat out quarter 3 by? This is 31.1. I think we're going to beat out this one by not only 5%, I think it's going to be bigger than that. I think it's going to be, maybe 32%, maybe 33% gross margin. And just because we're getting better, we're more efficient. And then, of course, quarter 4 is the monster. That's where we're really going to just destroy them. Quarter 4 comes out, guys, and a couple things that's being released right now for the holidays. It's going to be the new PlayStation Pro. It was announced yesterday, $699.99, more space, more everything. If you're a real gamer, you're buying that huge console. Hopefully GameStop can have enough on hand for the demand that might come with that. But console sales should be up, but PSA graded cards are going to be up. PSA graded cards that's what they're running through right now, and that's increasing the margins. So I like what GameStop's doing, but to beat out 26 and 23, you're going to do it no matter what you do. You're just going to walk right into it. It's going to be fine. GameStop's profitable, and that's what I'm looking at right now from the margin side. And people need to realize that. So as we go back up, we're going to look at SG&A. So SG&A of 270. 270 SG&A comes out to operating expenses of 270.8 compared to last year where we were at 322. So $50 million was the swing there on SG&A. If you're going to have, just so that we're clear, if you're going to have a $50 million swing here from quarter 3 to quarter 3, right, year versus year, if it is 50, right now it's 40. We know that we're at 270. So even if you just do 40, you know that you're in the profit zone. You're in the profit zone because with $40 million switching over, we actually only lost last year 3.1 million. So we were looking at 40 million swing on SG&A. That's the first thing. We're also looking to add interest. So interest was only 13 compared to 40 this year. So I'm thinking we're going to have an additional 25. I just ballpark it, 25. So you're looking at $65 million swing on profit for quarter 3. I think GameStop's going to do it. I think they can get there. $60 million of the profit, give or take some. That's going to put the trailing 12 over $100 million for the year. And then we're just sitting on quarter 4 where we're going to make $200 million. It's going to be a $300 million year if we can really dial it in and take advantage of what's coming our way quarter 3 and quarter 4. So I like the numbers. I really do, but no one could ever tell you that GameStop was going to make $300 million when 2 years ago they lost $500 million. So it's a $1 billion swing. I mean, it's really that simple, and we're doing it anyway. So with or without your approval, Meltdown, with or without your approval, Michael Packer, without your approval, MSNBC, everybody's wrong. Everybody's wrong about Ryan Cohen. Everybody's wrong about the rug pull because it's not that. If we're raising capital and we don't borrow the money, then we're doing it the right way. You can always get your money from the investors because those investors are going to hold tight and they're going to realize and they're going to respect what you're doing for your money. I don't lose anything. I don't lose a single dollar when they go raise capital to the streets because I'm not looking to sell tomorrow. I'm not looking to sell today. GameStop's raising money not to survive, but to thrive. They have the ability to raise $400 million right now at $20 a piece, right? So 20 million shares for $20 a piece, it gives them $400 million. And everybody says, why? They already have $4 billion. Who cares why? You weren't saying that when they had $1 billion. If all they had was $1 billion and they raised $400 million, you'd be like, wow, they raised $400 million. Now they have 1.4, 1.5. You'd be so excited. You'd be ecstatic. I'm still ecstatic. Every time we can add more to our nest egg, every time you can add more to the coffers, because a la Warren Buffett, who had to sell off his blue chips to raise his cash, all we're doing is selling off our blue chip. We're selling to us. And our position is making it so that other people can get in that want to be here. They have buyers on the table. And Jeffries knows it. And you know it, and Ryan knows it, and GameStop knows it. This is how they're getting investors, guys. And I'm the next investor. That's all that is. So, GameStop looks great. I will never shy away from it. I'm looking for $200 million, $300 million for the year on trailing 12. And that's the way it's playing out. So, let's go ahead and look at a couple of things now. Now that we know the income statement, we understand that we make a profit, money's there, there's nothing hiding in plain sight. The cash flow itself was positive $65 million. Don't have a cash burn either, guys. Not a cash burn. The quarter's there. I know quarter 3, traditionally, huge cash burn because of what happens with the inventory. But even then, we're not going to spend it because I'm looking at the PSA graded cards. They're selling them off. They're allowing that library to get small, 3,900 cards. Maybe they have an increase at some point, but I'm just telling you, they're selling it off without replenishing. That actually helps the bottom line, guys. It's the way retail works. Retail is, stack it high, watch it fly, and you don't restack it. You're not bringing in freight for Christmas after Christmas. When Christmas is gone, then, you dial it back, you get skinny. Well, maybe this is the time they're getting skinny for certain reasons. They're writing it real tight. I don't have a problem writing it tight at all. Here we're going to go with the balance sheet. So as we break down the balance sheet, guys, hopefully you guys are paying attention to this line by line. And, I haven't even checked the chat, not once. I will read the chat eventually. I'll get to you guys, so I apologize. But the mod team's going to take care of the chat right now. And Yeah, I got you. I'll read the rest of it later, but we'll go over it. Okay, so let's go over the cash equivalents, and then the charts that matter. Okay, first is this cash. They have $4.2 billion. $4.2 billion worth of cash and short-term investments. If you look, there's a damn barcode here. Okay, you're gonna look at this graph, and it's gonna show you we've never even sniffed what GameStop's doing today. This is a different investment. If you don't know that, if you don't understand or respect it, it is crazy how much money they have on hand. People do not put enough respect on $4 billion. And I'll always tell you this: if you ever want to know how much $20,000 is, right? Everybody who says, "Yeah, 20,000, it's nothing." Okay, go to work and go make 20,000. Do that. Go to work and go make 20,000, and then see how you're going to save that without spending it. I tell you the same thing. If you think $4 billion is nothing, then go to work and go raise $4 billion. Operationally, do it for me first. No, don't just say you offer up your company, because not everybody wants to buy your company. Not everybody wants to buy a position in your investment. I promise you. You don't see any other companies offering up shares, do you? You know why? Because nobody wants to buy them. There's not an excess that people are willing to buy. They're already operating off of debt. They have to do mass layoffs. They have to do cuts that you've never seen. And that's just to hold status quo, because there's current shareholders that expect value. GameStop's not that way. I'm not that way. I'm not expecting any value from GameStop today. I want GameStop's earning report to be just like it was yesterday. No words. Here it is. And it's $14 million profit when they thought it was nothing. They thought you weren't going to make anything. You're like, yeah, well, there you go. So right now, $4.2 billion cash. Massive amounts of cash. Now, the next part about this that people need to realize is you go down. The inventory is at all-time low right now, 5.6, which is not a problem. When you look at inventory, there's this thing about inventory turning it over. We're at one of the highest rates of turnover on inventory, because that means we're just turning through. You don't necessarily want to keep it heavy. You want to have it low. The lower, the better. That means you're becoming better buyers, as they call it, on their end. So the plants and equipment, as you see here, it shrunk. Considering that they pay these leases, you're going to look at it being 569.8 versus how much. That means they're selling off all their buildings. They're dialing it back because they were oversaturated on the market. They have 5.36, which is the highest ever on their assets. I mean, it's not even close. This is the best company you're ever going to find. And then versus what they owe. So now what they owe is they dialed it back. On total current liabilities, they took it from 1.3 last year, 1.4 same quarter, whatever it may be. I'm just looking at it. They're now at 783, meaning they're actually paying their bills. And when you look at the leases, this is the part I love the best. Their long-term leases are at 335, down $50 million from the quarter, $50 million from the previous, and then right here another $50 million. So they obviously cut out a lot. They cut some buildings down, they closed some shops, but those long-term leases are not sitting on them today. And that's why their ratio is so high, what they call the current ratio, assets versus liabilities. Because long-term leases, guys, they've managed to cut up this whole market. And by doing it this way, top-line revenue does fall off. It's okay. You're getting rid of something that you don't need. You don't need those dead stores. You don't need the ones actually holding you down. They're becoming more efficient, and that creates profitability. So long-term leases really gave it away. But when you look at liabilities, it's the lowest amount of liabilities ever in the history of the company. To have the lowest liabilities and the highest assets, that's the recipe for success. That's the delta that you're looking for profit itself. Additional paid-in capital, which is fine, 4.6, they're great. Shareholder equity, guys, if you're looking at your shareholder equity, you guys ever think it's worth something? Look at this, 1.3 billion, 1.3 billion. All of a sudden, we're at 4.3. This is what you want if you're a shareholder. This is what you want in life, because that's how much cash and value they would have to burn off before they ever come looking to you and saying, we need to do a share offering where we're going to go ahead or we're going to do a debt exchange, or we're going to buy something. We're going to go ahead and offer up, a bond of some kind. Nope. They're not doing any of that. They have so much shareholder equity to burn, and it's not going to burn. So it's all here for you. If you look right here, total debt, $533 million. That's operationally. It's the lowest it's ever been, and that's phenomenal if you really look at it. We're going to go down to book value. Book value of $10.28 a share. I told you guys if they raise this additional cash, you're looking at peaking out around 4.5, almost $11 a share if you can get there, and it's really close. So they've never had this type of book value. The tangible book value is the same, only because GameStop does not operate off of goodwill. Tangible book value being, what would your company be worth if you liquidated down today? If you liquidate today, 10.28 a share. That means anyone who's willing to buy this company out of bankruptcy would have to pay 10.28 a share plus. That would have to be plus, because you would have to find something in there, because I'm worth something. I won't let you buy it just like that. So GameStop looks great. That's what we're looking at there. We're going to look at some other ratios here. We're going to go to cash flow first. So cash flow. Net income is going to be 14.8, which is a positive compared to last year, same quarter where they were negative 2.8. So Meltdown, I ask you, what can you say? What can you say when GameStop has a positive cash flow? That means they don't have a cash burn. They did have a change of inventory, accounts payable. At the very end, operating cash flow was net $68.6 million. What a great swing for what it was compared to last year where they were negative 109. That means GameStop had a swing of $100 and almost $80 million in cash alone. Yes, I know there are some fake fans out there who go, what about the marketable securities they're not buying? We're going to talk about that in a minute. But that was already done last quarter where they sold off everything. This is GameStop's cash flow and how they operate. The swing of $170 million should be talked about, $180 million almost, because they were losing $100 million a quarter on cash, and now they're making cash. I try to tell you what it's going to be, but people say I didn't know what I was talking about back in the day. How do we look today? That's what I really want to know. Investment cash flow right there. Investment in securities, $72 million. We know that they had multiple last quarter, sold them off, took the cash, sitting on it. And if we look at this all the way down, they raised some cash. It's awesome. I want to look. Well, that's all there is on cash. They actually made money. I want to look at the next one. It's called ratios. This is a great stagline here. Oh, by the way, GameStop, 1964 on price. Phenomenal. So right now, this is market cap as in current for the day. And you're looking at them. And as we go through enterprise value for GameStop, $6.3 billion. Usually 8.8 and a half, 8.4. Just depends on where we're closing out at per share. And P ratio. I know people pay attention to P ratios, all that. Pay attention to all that later on. Do it on the annual basis, not on a quarterly basis. It's a retail company. We got to go that route. But debt to equity ratio, awesome. They really don't have any debt as far as what the equity is. Everything's on the negative side as far as, or on the plus side, I should say, because here's where we go. Inventory turnover. If you're looking at inventory turnover compared to where you're at right now, they're hanging on at 5.43. Phenomenal. The higher the number, the better, believe it or not. So for GameStop to be at 5.43, usually it's 6.6 during quarter four, like Christmas. But to have a 5.43 or a 3.56, everything's headed in the right direction. Then that's actually up to date. Wow, 5.43, that's good. So, okay, so now current ratio. Current ratio is assets versus liabilities, like I told you, 5.4. So just so we're clear, nothing's close to GameStop, right? The ratio's there. I look at the 5-year. We can go ahead and look at 10-year if you want. Oh, it's blocked out. I have to pay for it. I'm not paying for it. I already know. And it's never been 5. And it's 5x now compared to where it was all these years at 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now we're at 5. So you just have the best current ratio ever at 6.23. 6.23. Assets versus liabilities, 6x, guys. Never in the history of this damn stock has it ever been that great. So I want you to know that, okay? All the ratios are there in the world. I saw what was down all-time lows today. That was going to be Bath and Body Works. Saw some other stocks being, talked about. We'll go over that. We're going to give you an update on my position. Let me not show you what my password is because you'll never guess it. Let me get in there real quick. You'll never guess it. It's 13 characters. I'll let you try. Holy shit. my position, which was $20,000, is now $15,000, which is awesome. Awesome. See here? There we go. So right there. Phenomenal. 19,936 is what I have in there. Cost average $25.24. Went down by a penny. Bought another share. We're almost at 780. About to be at 800. 51. So there you go. Here's the 10Ks and 8Ks and all the good stuff. 8K came out on GameStop. What was I reading? Was it just the update, the press release itself? I think that was just a press release right here. So GameStop obviously had an increase. Maybe they can get their SG&A down a little bit more, just depending. But right now, with wages going up, we'll figure it out. And them setting up new stores, I'm sure that they're using some capital to do it that way. All right, so all that is there. That didn't matter. Here's the chart that I was looking at. It's amazing to see $4 billion just pop out of nowhere. The other part that I was looking at, operating lease rights of use assets down. Just looking at everything being down, I love it. The liabilities themselves to go from 1.5 to 1.1, phenomenal. And that's year versus year. So 1.1 billion on total liabilities versus the 1.5. That's $400 million less liabilities, and yet our top line revenue was down $400 million. So how is it that we held it true to 100%? That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. We're actually paying our bills and stacking cash, which is just great. So shareholder equity increased from 1.2 to 4.3, and that number is going to go up. We're going to raise more capital right now. I'm excited about that. And that's the 20 million shares that we're offering here. Doesn't mean we're selling right now. Doesn't mean we're not selling. We just don't know. But we'll know more within the next couple of weeks and how it all goes down. All right, so I get to look at the charts. I get to look at you in the chat. That's the gist of the actual 10Q, guys. If you guys are not familiar with what's going on with GameStop, it's there. That's your only position, your only GME position, or do you have shares elsewhere? I used to have shares elsewhere. I have 51 shares, about it. The whole market is red. Yes, we can point that out. That September traditionally is a red month. So GameStop going down, it's just going down with the market. It's not like it's going down because of anything that was said. Do I have other positions? Yes, I have. I have another position on T. Rowe Price that I have been building up for a long time, about 13 years, 12 years, 13 years. And then I also have some other stocks listed there, but doesn't matter. With every free dollar I have, I put it into GameStop. And I don't have a lot of free dollars right now. It's really tough. I had 25 today, and I don't have it. My budget per day is $32. And I put 25 of it in the tank, and I ate 12 of it. So I literally went over my budget today. But hey, I gotta live, and I gotta feed my son. And I'm going to do that today. When I pick him up, I'll get him lunch. That'll cost me money too. So at some point this week, I'm going to have to, dial it in and not eat and or not buy a GameStop share. That's the options I have. I tend to not eat because, no, I don't need energy. I don't need life. I have GameStop. You guys will never know the sacrifices GameStop investors are making right now just to get a share. And that's why we're going to win. We're going to win because ramen and tuna, they go long, baby. They go long. All right, just about 10 more shares at 20.50. Awesome, man. Appreciate that. I'm going to read as much chat as I can. I know we skipped a lot of chat because there's a lot of people, and I apologize. But let me get through it. Shout out to you guys, Team No Sleep. We're all here. Wonderful day to buy the dip. I agree with that, Dynamite. Guys, check out Dynamite_41. He's a YouTuber who talks GameStop. Also, check out Carter's Corner Pocket. He's a YouTuber that talks GameStop. And they're all here in the chat, so I appreciate it. Just bought 50 shares of GME. Good job. All this nonsense, and we right here where we were 2 weeks ago. Exactly. I mean, we're here the same time frame. Thanks for the free membership. Doug's Yankees fan, you're welcome for the free membership. You guys know that I do member-only videos, a lot of behind the scenes of what I do here on the channel, and then it helps support the giveaways and the meet and greets that we do on the street. Had a great one this last Saturday. That video is being edited and cut right now as we speak. When it's up and running, you guys will know. I'll have a world premiere. I feel it's going to be one of my best videos ever. I was there. I did it. But I don't know how it's being cut and edited, so I don't know the creative process on that end. I let someone else have that vision for me. I'll give you an example. Trove. If you guys have ever seen Trove in the chat, he's a good-ass dude from the UK. He's a brother of mine. And Trove saw me post something on Twitter And what does he do? He punches up a thumbnail right now, the one I'm using today. The guy's been making me thumbnails all month long, and I'm forever grateful. I know it's a lot of work on your end, guys, but however you guys can contribute to the channel, help me out. Shout out to the Real DMT. He actually makes my theme song. And shout out to Jay. If you guys have not met Jay yet, Jay's in the chat every time. Jay called me yesterday. We talked for a while, and as frustrated as we are with the meltdown and the negative articles, like somebody said GameStop's going to be an investment firm and no longer doing video games, whatever it may be. And I'm like, okay, how is this a bad thing? And then they try to give you a value, and they say sell it now, and they give you a price target. Give you a price target of $14, and they're telling you to sell it now. And okay, like they're so worried about my investment that they want me out of it. Tell me when I should buy it then. How about that? I'll let you guys tell me when it's a buy. There you go. How about that debate last night? I don't know. I didn't watch it. I didn't have time to watch it, and not only time, I didn't have like a desire. I know how I'm voting, and no debate's going to switch that up. And I'm not here for entertainment for their sake. I'm not trying to give other people ratings either. I got my own stuff going on. Richard Newton is so emotional. He called Ryan Cohen a villain, and he said he's upset about the offering. Period. He's also talking about getting out of GameStop. Well, what else is new, man? Let him out, man. Let him out. It's not going to change my life. What someone else does with their funds and their income is not going to matter to me. It's got nothing to do with me. Just know that if you have a platform and you want to help promote and talk, then help promote and talk. If that's not you, then, I don't need to watch you. And just stay positive. Remember, if they're negative in the chat, I'm not going to talk to them. Anybody here, if you start going negative with us, I'm going to make this the biggest echo chamber of your lifetime. I'm going to make sure you're upset about it. Anything positive you want to say about GameStop, it's here in this channel, babe. If you're against it, we could talk that out. But when you guys start taking personal stabs, it's not going to work. It's too early for the shills and the meltdowners, I guess. I wouldn't call that. Richard Newton is my melatonin dosage. He'll put your ass to sleep, babe. That's what he's telling you. I'm talking. Do you remember that? Yeah, I do. Good, Carter. I don't want chumps like him that having votes on our company anyway. Absolutely. I agree with that one here. This one says, what happened to your shares? My shares are still here. They're all here. So thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much for that. Another guy's being muted in the chat. It says, Ryan Cohen doing the same shit as Adam Aaron here, already sitting on $4 billion. Yeah, Big Bag. You're right. Big Bag, thanks again for all contributing to the channel the way you do. But you won't be here much longer. To compare Ryan Cohen to Adam Aaron is ridiculous. Incoming meltdowners, there we go. They're here. The 20 shares will be purchased by Friday. I'll tag you once it's done, pal. Thanks, Mo. Appreciate it. Yeah, if they're going to buy the 20 million shares by Friday, that'd be cool. Oh, looks like I was wrong, and here comes the shills and the meltdowners. Yeah, they're always going to be here, bro. You think the bottom is 18? I don't think so. I think the bottom is Tony De Niro. That's what I think. Okay? All right. Big Bag, do you hold a position? I wouldn't even talk to these guys. Love the song. Me too, Rear Run. I do hold the position. At this point, these mother effers are trying to help out these hedge funds before election. Wow. Marantz on suicide watch. Hey, Moneybags. Welcome to it, bro. Guys, I'm going to be doing this all week. I don't know what these guys are going to do. Where are they going to hang out with? Where are they going to hang out after this gets done? I'm going to block everyone that has something ridiculous to say. You could talk in a negative light about it, or you can question. You can ask me a question, but I'm not going to let you talk about me being on suicide. You're going to trivialize suicide? Wow. Grow up. Let's see what's next. I'm excited. So when did you buy into GameStop? Anyway, I don't know what they did. Rinse and repeat, obviously. Enjoy your bags, bag holders. See, I don't mind that one. I don't mind that one at all. I won't block you for that. Enjoy your bag. I'm going to enjoy it. Thank you so much. My bags. I'm down $5,000. Oh my God, I can't live without it. Hit the like button, guys. Thank you so much for hitting the likes. Appreciate it. Guys, we killed the like button yesterday. Don't be upset, Bobby. We're going back to 10. There you go. Enjoy. Yes. Just got in at 1994. That was a good year. Right now, GameStop's currently at 1958, and the volume's 14 million shares. So 1958, 1957. Good years right there. Who's we? Because we all know you ain't holding shit. There you go. 2 years ago, he has no excuse for dilution when he has $4 billion. Oh, you think people only raise money when they need money? Is that what you think? Or maybe we should raise money when other people need to come buy the stock. There's a demand for it. Thank you. Hey, Marantz, hope you're okay. Why wouldn't I be? I just want to say that the guy last night was a dick about your personal life. It's none of our business. As far as GME, I'm a bit confused for the dilution. We got money. Why do it? To raise more money. It's free money. It's out there. It's waiting for you. Why wouldn't you want to go ahead and collect more money? He's not diluting you. He's not taking anything from you. It does nothing to you, the investor. You guys have the wrong mindset. I mean, you're trying to sell tomorrow? If you're trying to sell tomorrow, then sell tomorrow. If you guys are trying to make a quick turnaround, this is not the investment for you. This is certainly not the channel for you. Maybe you guys have missed me and the other 3,000 videos we put out, but there's no way that I've ever said I'm here for a week or two. No, I don't care what he does. I'll never forget, I was out behind East High School and Pops called to tell me, man, it sucks. I had just dropped my daughter off at the nursery in 9/11. Man, and little mama already graduated, bro. We can't let them eat the cats. Really, Gabe? You're ridiculous. You said you wouldn't do it political, and now the first thing you do is a political take. Well, you should have probably just sell if you don't believe in Ryan Cohen and the company going forward. No reason to be in it at all. I agree with that. They've all eaten the geese at the park already. Cool. Man, that was horrible yesterday. People are really ugly people. Yeah, they are. And I'm okay with it. You know, I had to petition, and I'm sorry I didn't play the song yesterday for you, Meow Meow. But I know you asked for a song, and I forgot what song it was. I got caught up with the whole channel. I know you tipped and you did well. And just type it in the chat, man, and I'll take care of you. But I was battling for my life yesterday. No, it's fine. Larry Chang tweeted about the ATM shortly after the last. This is for the merger and acquisition. This is for a merger or acquisition. I don't know. I don't care about tweets like you guys do. All I care about is that balance sheet and that income statement. And that's all I really care about. So there you go. 9/11, I was just getting off the subway in uptown Manhattan when I heard about the first plane. Thanks for coming by with the cool name, bro. There you go. Another super chat right here. It says, buy another share. Rare View, appreciate the support and the love, brother. Unfortunately, I don't get this money from YouTube for another month. So, but thank you. When I get the money, I'll be sure to buy the kids some stuff. I'm going to be doing a meet and greet. I'm trying to do a giveaway in Vegas in October. I already have the trip booked. I just have to see if I can get the camera crew out there. And I have some stuff I can give away. If not, if they can't make it, if they can't line up the timeline, then I'm just going to go to Vegas by myself and take that time off and lay around by the pool. And then I'll make some videos of my own. Not those kind of videos, Tony, okay? Tony De Niro, don't get excited. Don't start lathering up. Think I'm going to call you over, bro. I'll make some other videos, though, for TikTok or YouTube. And there you go. Gotta love the bots. Yeah, they're everywhere, man. Crazy Amber, I can't imagine. You know what's crazy? Everybody give a shout out to Amber. It's her birthday. Every day is Amber's birthday, apparently, in the Discord. So when I found that out, I was like, let's just give her a shout out every day. So happy birthday, Amber. Appreciate you for all that you do. I'm sure everyone's going to tell you happy birthday now, and they should. It was all over the GME channel yesterday. Bots galore. Yes. It's a beautiful day to get more stock on a discount. Another great white whale coming up, I guess. AMD 85 has been deleted. It says 9/11 isn't even trending on X. Whatever happened to We Will Never Forget? I don't know, but I know I don't forget, and that's why I talk about it. I don't forget it. Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1941. I'll never forget that. So there's a lot of things I don't forget. That's another whole reason. All you AMC shows, listen to this. It's tough to listen to. They don't want to hear the truth. What's up, everyone crawling around in the attic right now? And I'm listening in. Michael Vanetti, enjoy the attic, bro. No debt and money raised from the share offering goes to fundamental book value. Rick Real, you got it right. Rick the Third, appreciate you. Let's have him go, GME Army. Yes, sir. What did I miss in 2 months? Why is Marantz looking so sharp? I don't know, Abe. I'm gathering myself. And I'm going to be going hiking today. I need to go get some sun. I'm going to do that. We're about pre-split float of 110. Price will be 70 from there, and we'll see. We'll see, Gabe. I don't know. How the hell you been, bro? Yeah, I don't know. Life changing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Abe. I haven't seen Abe in a while, but Abe's been around this channel for 4 years. He has whenever they say, does he have a pass? Abe has a pass. He's got the back door. 5 free memberships for the channel. There's Abe right there, bro. Straight out the gate. Appreciate you, Abe, and all the love and support for the channel, bro. You know how it is, man. Been rocking with you for years. So they want these shares. They need these shares. They can come get these shares. Ryan Cohen out here plugging the street. Yeah, he's not the plug. He's the socket for the rocket. You already know. You good, brother? You know you can always hit me up. I'm good, man. I'm doing real good today. Do you think the merger rumors are real? No. Harold, I don't think they're real because I don't care. I don't know what merger people are trying to put on the table here. I just know GameStop doesn't need to do anything. They just keep rolling. 5 more free memberships, guys. Support for the channel from Gaseous Clay. Shout out to you, Muhammad Ali. Haven't heard any, and no. What merger? Exactly. I don't know what these guys talk about, these merger rumors and stuff. Like, you're all in the same circles I'm in. I'm in the same GameStop circle. I'm in the ecosystem. You guys remember that when they had to, like, sit down with the GameStop godfathers and Ian Carroll, and somehow your boy was invited? Anybody remember that? I'll never get invited again, whatever they say. Yeah, bros, there's nothing being said out there that we haven't talked about. So I don't know where these guys come up with this bullshit. I heard you like playing options. Way better than the NFL. Yeah, no thank you. GameStop stock, stay away. Mike Dub, I agree, man. Stay away. I really need you guys to stay away from it. All of you bitches, all of you meltdowners, all of you weaklings, all you weaklings, you guys need to stay away from GameStop, please. I can't be hanging out with dudes like you guys. I have the same loss as Ryan. I've ate only eggs for the week. Every dime I have goes into this. I'm overstretched to the gills. Well, that sucks for you, Jordan. Maybe you shouldn't buy for 3 years, and then you'll be all right. Long time no see. Beta bot, I don't know you, bro. Ryan Cohen wants those BBBY, and no, he doesn't. You should take your own advice and stay the F away from our stock. There you go. Hey, Larry said on X that the reason to dilute the shares, either for mergers or debt relief or opportunity, to hold true right now. Sure, Gabe. Sure. That sounds like you've made some terrible decisions regarding asset allocation. Yep. People that do covered calls are smiling right now. Andre, is that it? Andre, maybe you don't understand about theta. They're not smiling right now. You're ridiculous. 10 free memberships for the channel here in Spider because you don't know what they were peaking at yesterday. Were they smiling yesterday when it was going to hit $25? I don't follow Richard Newton. Can anybody fill me in on what he said for Marantz to call him out? Yeah, he's a bitch. That's what he said. He said the same thing that I told you he was going to say. I don't know what GameStop's doing. And Ryan needs to step down. That's crazy, Mustang Dave. Hey, Mustang Dave, now somebody like you, where he says that nonsense? Yeah, bro. Never again. Bye. Calm down, bro. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Exactly. Says here, I'm fat and sometimes I don't have food to eat because I buy shares instead. Fat is reserve currency because I can fast. Jordan, you know, I'll take that, bro. Great content. You got some hard bark on you, sir. Thank you, Pam. Appreciate it. Somebody else said that this show is awesome with the way I deal with trolls. I was like, thank you, man. They told me last night. Richard was pretty pessimistic about the dilution. Yeah. But here's the thing about Richard Newton. Tomorrow, the guy's going to be walking on the street. Oh, my God, I just support Ryan and GameStop. And this merger, we knew it was coming. We knew it. We were told in the rumors and the... Shut up, bro. Just stop. Guy makes enough videos out there with a bunch of bullshit. And I've told everybody what it is. To go out here and just regurgitate what you read on Superstock, it means you don't have a thought of your own at all. So... I see Gabe. Am I the only one checking the couch cushions to buy the juicy dip? No. I do it every day. What actual clown, Jordan? Go back and tell the other melties you tried so hard. Yeah, you can't. You should have known. You bought more? Good job, Abe. I think everybody bought more. Richard is kind of funny. He talks like a TA makes a difference. But in reality, he's buying your holding in TA doesn't matter. Business matters and leadership. Sure, Gabe. I don't know if that's funny, but yeah. They all just envious. They wish they had the conviction and the fortitude. Yep. I've officially called the Future Pigs Bank multiplier to my GME accumulation. Just about 23 more. Yeah. Okay, boss. I don't know what the hell that means. Remember the $9 and now it's 20? I want to make it that I'm going to stop buying. GameStop won't stop, can't stop. There you go. You're not a loser, not even close. Well, thank you, Johnny. Appreciate that. August 28th, the low on GME was 1988. That was only 2 weeks ago. We're going up eventually. Yeah, Karen, I agree. Thank you for the insight. Richard was quite critical of the earnings report. Elijah, because he's quite ignorant. That's the difference. You got to see all the good in it. Since yesterday they had GameStop listed as a GameStop Corp new, there's speculation that the market and the GME is in the process of merging with another company. Oh, man, speculation. Yeah, that's awesome, bro. I hope it happens. I hope GameStop becomes a new corporation. Oh, my God, it would be so amazing. They're going to pair up. They're going to be worth so much. Something's going to happen, right? I mean, shit, this is the bottom then. Then, because, mergers happen, acquisitions happen, and stuff's supposed to go up. So if that's the case, then GameStop should be in the S&P 500, within a year or two. I bought another 200 shares yesterday. I don't give a F. There you go. Could be just a bug or something, though. Yeah. Yeah, I think the dilution wash over the critical thinking. Marantz is critical as he stays on point with the facts. I like Rantz. Well, thank you, Gabe. Appreciate that. This is the bottom. Richard sounds like a pessimistic grifter with no conviction. That's about right. Do your research, Harold. People in the community have already gone over that. Yes? He's just a guy who got a lot of attention and tried to start doing something to keep the attention. When it's fake, it's fake. Richard just wants to quit his job as a teacher. He subscribed to the MOAS theory from the start. Yeah, they'll all want to talk about that. And remember, they'll bring that back into the fold real quick. That's why I was mentioning it, to see if y'all thought, just saw something for mention it. Just saw something for a moment, mention it. There you go. I don't think about that stuff. I think it's an ego thing with Richard, believe it or not. He's an artist, so he gets emotionally involved. There you go. We're all artists, right? Susan Temberloth, whatever, Tembath, I know who you're talking about. Susan T. was right saying that MOAS was a horrible reason to promote. It shortens expectations. Yeah. Everyone's got a new theory and a new idea what GameStop is doing every day. Yeah, I agree. And I'm not part of that. The whole secret lies in the confusion of the enemy, and so they cannot fathom the real intent. And that's going to be the art of war, I guess. Shout out to Marantz, True G. Thank you, Dominic. Appreciate it, man. All the other GME YouTubers, none of them went live for earnings, but Marantz did. Well, thank you. Right here it says, the merger is real. Gesso is going to merge with the nachos. Oh, man, that's funny. Gabe, and I totally agree with her. There we go. When will this $20 million offering be completed, and what to expect for the price of the stock? Felipe, we don't know. It could be completed today. It could be completed tomorrow. Or they could just hold off and not sell any shares right now. But the minute something gets announced, if they know it before the public does, they actually have to have that window where they buy shares or sell shares within that window. So this way they don't get charged with anything. Insider trading, for them to possess non-public information and trade off of that, that's a violation of securities fraud. I called for 1 cent EPS last week. I call it now. We settle at $20 end of the week. We dip next week to $18.50. Fed rates cuts. Blue chip sell off. We drop to $17.50. Then about November. Is that what you meant to write? The T plus 35 is in. GME spikes. Sure. I mean, I'm down with everything. It doesn't matter. Ian Andrade says, "What's up, Marantz? Yesterday sucked, but I was able to pick up 200 more GME shares on $20. Time to reset and keep on waiting." I wouldn't have blocked you for that one. You did good. See, that's truth. You aren't losing money because you aren't selling. Added 1,200 more shares today. Ronald, good job. I swear you get numb to all the chatter because no matter what they say, the fundamental book value keeps rising. Thank you, Rick. And we said it would. We said that 3 years ago. And it's still going. It's never going to stop. This is a forever thing. 5 years from now, GameStop's going to earn around $200, $300 million this year alone. But 5 years from now, with the interest and the way it's going to keep increasing this ball, they could start making $1 billion a year. Literally, $1 billion. I don't care if it's operational. If it's just interest and it's just then just what it is. But guess what I bought? I bought into that company that's generating $1 billion worth of profits. You go ahead and give me a 25 or 50x to PE ratio off of that profit, your company should be worth $50 billion. Okay. So what should the stock price be? I'll wait. Just remember, when the company's worth $18 billion, they're profitable and they're S&P 500 eligible. The next mother effer claims to have bought 200 shares yesterday will get 24 hours. I preferred it tight, real tight, 51. Do you think that there'll be a good console cycle? It seems very pricey, but a used console for 500 or new for 900. Okay, I don't know, Gabe. I think the games drive console sales in a way at this time of the cycle. Hello, man. Doing fam? Doing great. Killing it. Shout out to Amo's son, who's actually going to be shipping out to, I believe, Fort Jackson. I don't know if they renamed it, but I think he's going to South Carolina for basic training. We talked about it. Get the kid ready for the Army, and he's ready to go. Why is stock analysis saying we're in next year's fiscal year? Because 2025, we're already there. That's the final of it right now. Once this ends, that's where we're at. I don't know. That's how they list it, man. They can make mistakes, too, on the website. I just picked up 500 shares. There's a way to get a timeout. It's 51 every time. I like Mel Gibson today. Braveheart? Yeah. GME needs to close all stores, buy AMC, fire all the board, squeeze the market. Braveheart, stop the bullshit, bro. I'm not even going to listen to you, bro. Buy back the options I sold. You know what's crazy? Here's the other thing GameStop can do. They can still buy $100 million worth of shares, right? So how low do you want to get? And they buy those shares that they're actually offering. They're offering these shares at $21 a piece, $20 a piece. Raising capital is awesome to raise capital. That's how I see it. Makes more sense now. You timed them out here. Yep. I know I believe in GameStop, but part of me is so pissed at Ryan Cohen right now. My anger just made me buy more. That sounds stupid, even for you, Adishi. It sounds stupid. Complaining what Ryan, look at this. You're so pissed at Ryan Cohen. Why are you mad at Ryan Cohen? He doesn't even know who you are. How could you have an opinion about someone and something that has no idea who you are? You're pissed about something that's out of your control? It's ignorance. You're pissed because you're uninformed. You're pissed because you're unconvinced. You're pissed because you have zero conviction. Or you're pissed because you looked in the mirror and you said, damn, that's what I'm blessed with. I mean, that's the only thing I can come up with, bro. How dare you talk about Ryan? My anger just made me buy more. So now you're impulsive? Maybe you missed how to invest. Hello, millionaires. Why would anyone be pissed at Ryan Cohen? Exactly. Did you not see the earnings report? They're positive. But I'm mad about the fact that they're positive. They're an uninformed meltdowner. There you go. See, people all saying the same thing I'm saying. That's awesome. Because they don't watch Marantz Rantz. Exactly. They aren't burning cash. So even if they raise cash and buy the offerings, this isn't being wasted. Make friends. Make friends. Make friends. That's all I read. Thank you. Word. Marantz gave the word, Amo. F them all. Yep. Block them all, bro. Negative 16% and down. There you go. Is GameStop a growth stock? Did they extrapolate the next 10 years or sales, buddy? August, they're not a growth stock. They're a value stock. That's why their value is infinitely more than what they're listed at. Think about the value of what GameStop is. Their assets versus liabilities, their current ratio puts them at 6x. They are 6 times more assets versus liabilities. There's no way in hell. That's the best value stock you're going to find. So, the price is irrelevant at this point. They thought we were trigger happy. Yep, before. Exactly. Do you think the price tanking because of the algos, did they start selling at 20 million shares? I don't know. And I don't care. Hopefully the price is selling off because the little paper hand bitches, like Richard Newton, are selling and getting the hell out of the way. That's what I hope is happening, but I doubt it. Down is good. Undervalued, good. Yep, overvalued, oversold. Yeah, it's good. I agree with all that. Not mad about that. 14 million volume today, but have done a good chunk of them today. Oh, cool. I don't know where I'm at in the chat. I'm trying to get there, but at least the market crash is hard, and we've gotten most of our red out of the way. Why do they always say buddy or guy? I have no idea. Is that your only position in GameStop? Yes, on Fidelity. Yes, I only own one position. The whole market is red. There we go. I have 1,000 shares, which is cool. And you say you have 1,000 shares at $7,000. Is that what you're telling me? When did you buy your shares? Liar. These guys. I bought them for $1 a piece. You have 1,000 shares at $7. I mean, what the hell am I missing? Am I missing something here? You're saying your cost average is $7? So let me get this right. You have 1,000 shares at $7, but you didn't sell when the stock was at 80. You didn't take 10x your money? Allegedly? 12x your money? I don't understand. I don't understand. These trolls, man. Thank you for that great intellectual contribution. Yes, thank you so much. Did you already talk about your thoughts on the dilution? Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's amazing to raise money when everyone thinks you can't. I also know that it's not possible for everybody. It's only possible for GameStop. That means people want to buy in. So I'm down with it. Thank you for your dedication and hard work, honestly, and I love your calm spirit today. It's more effective. Christine, I'll tell you something. I think people have me confused, or they don't understand the content. You know, there's a side of me that's a content creator, and I'm having fun, and I'm brash, and I'm an overt, right? Like I'm there. I'm extrovert in a way where I just walk around and I'm loud, but I can communicate with the best of them when I have to. Certainly when I'm in debate format, and when I'm out in the public and I'm talking to the public, walking up and down the street, my demeanor is that of professional and GameStop. So it's totally different depending on how you meet me. If you meet me with the rocket helmet and you see all the emojis and me and the antics, then you think that's what he is. I am that. I'm an entertainer. I'm a creator, and I sing and I dance and I do videos and I do impressions and I say jokes on the fly, and that's why people watch witty banter, right? If you can really recall it that way. But if you want to ever talk fundamentals in business, I'll put the glasses on and we'll rock. We'll rock and we'll talk, and you'll realize just who you're talking to. That's just the difference. Marantz did a video on Canada hedge funds against GME and even had a goofy Canadian guy call in. Because we're right, Rick. Because we're right. It says it had it for over 2 years. There we go. I have one question. What exactly do you expert GameStops to grow from? What exactly? Oh, I'm so sorry. What exactly do you expect GameStop to grow from? They have had obscene amount of money on hand for 2 years and still can't figure out how to use it. Dead on arrival. Alex B. Great question. Great interaction. I love what you wrote. I'm not going to block and mute you for that. But let's go ahead and break it down one thing at a time. What exactly do you expect GameStop to grow from? One, I don't expect GameStop to grow per se. I think over time, organically, they will grow. Word of mouth and fundamentals, right? And I would also tell you supply and demand. If there's a demand for a GameStop in a certain area and they can supply it and everything, and all things being equal, I think it's the right thing to do. So they have an obscene amount of money on hand for 2 years. They had all this money for 2 years, as you call it, $1 billion. And everybody said that was a small number. Some people said it was a big number. They got $1 billion in no debt. And you know what they did? They navigated for so long without creating more debt, which is like almost an impossible thing to do when inflationary things are around you. The cost of doing business should be increasing, and it's not. That's why the gross profit margin has increased, right? It's up almost 10% from this quarter to 3 quarters ago. And I'm saying 3 years ago, the same quarter. So they literally are making more money per transaction. They're more efficient. So they're doing a lot that you can't see. Because you haven't seen a headline or a splash with the 2 billion, with the 1 billion, whatever it may be, doesn't mean that they're not allocating resources for professional development, for customer relations and care, for better vending and negotiations on that end. And all of that in turn will create a better product, a better experience for the customer. So I think GameStop's doing all the above. I think Ryan Cohen's cleaning the deck, clean slate per se. and cutting ties with multiple things he didn't need to. They were set up to failure. GameStop was set up to fail. GameStop had insiders in the company that were going to promote bankruptcy, and that's why Wall Street was betting against it. But this is private equity. That's what they did. And GameStop got kicked out because they got kicked out of GameStop because Ryan Cohen did a hostile takeover. So, yeah, there's a lot going on there, but nothing's dead on arrival. As far as the cash game goes, you're now looking at a company making cash, actual profit for the company, in the worst economy known to man. So Ryan deserves some credit. There you go. About 100 more, 600 total. There you go. An obscene amount, huh? Yeah, that's crazy. We got to get out of this presidency first. Yeah, sure. Carter, what's up? Sorry to hear about all that you've been going through. Hey, Carter's been a busy man. That's all I know. Have you shared your thoughts on the share offering? I have. These effing chumps. Always Alex in a letter. Sure. My shares just keep growing. I agree. Just bought 5 more shares this morning. Phenomenal. 14 million volume already today. And it says could have done a good chunk of them today. Sure. So nothing material to say as usual. Correct, Alex B. Nothing to say. But you're back. And he's talking about stacks, by the way, not me. I love how even and negative articles have raised from 5 and 19 to 14. I'm so pumped. Hidden, that's the whole point. Everyone had a price tagger for GameStop at $7 and $3 a share. This was 4 months ago. Now they've readjusted and they're like from 5 to 9, 5 to 11. Now we're at 11 to 14, 11 to 12. That's good. It just keeps going up. Mad love, brother. Thank you so much, man. I literally just told you that we had less than 1 billion 6 months ago, and you got response from just more deflection. Marantz, thank you for your service and thank you for being a real one. Alan, you're welcome. My bags are hanging real low, baby. Good, mine too. Why are you meltdowners always talking about growth? We're literally the worst economic time in history. What moron would want to grow right now? I agree with that too. Revenues. Let Ryan cook. He's sitting there on the sidelines with all that cash. Correct. They want GameStop to burn cash. Cool. Where is reading these comments from? I don't see them in the chat. Alex K, I am behind on the comments a good amount. I'm way behind, which is fine, but I'll end up catching up. I eventually catch up. So hundreds of millions of dollars worth of nothing. All they could do was come up with an NFT marketplace and player, and both were dead on arrival. Alex B, I wouldn't go that far. They do have a new Game Boy coming out, the mod retro Game Boy that's coming out in December. It's already on pre-order, $199 a piece, and it looks amazing. So that's a distribution deal that they have with Palmer Luckey. So let's see how it all works out. $900 million compared to $4 billion. That's a big difference. It's called math. Long-term investors are happy. Absolutely, we're happy. You know I am. I know you are. So if you don't like GameStop and you think that they're dead on arrival, then maybe don't invest into the company, and also don't watch the live streams about a GameStop. I agree with that. Keep dodging the question. Alex B, good luck with you, okay? Growth now is no bueno. He answered the question, correct. What question? Your ignorant ass question. Literally striking. Yes, we go. How do you say growth is bad in Canada? In Canadian. Growth is bad in Canadian. That's how you say it. That's funny. Keep up the good work, Marantz. Thank you so much, Gassius Clay. Thank you for supporting the channel the way you do. 6 months you've been a member. Thank you. Happy birthday to Amber. Yes. Are you okay, man? You sound tired. I hope everything is okay. I didn't mean to be sarcastic. Alex K, I'm not tired. I'm there where I need to get something to drink. I want to play some TFT. Want to play some League of Legends, man. I'm just loving life. That's it. Today's my day off, so get my son. We'll go out to lunch this afternoon. But other than that, I'm going to chill, man. I just came on live to talk to you guys about GameStop and the earnings report. Down is good. Undervalued is good. Overvalued is bad. Sure. Happy birthday to Amber. 5 free memberships for the channel. You know who you are. You guys got them. Thank you guys so much. Stack says right here, there were growth from here. Yep. Literally, while we're shrinking the footprint and cutting fat. It's like all the meltdowners just drive Uber for a living and have no idea how business actually works. Well, they know how to go to the bathroom on time. That's the best part. They'll find a bathroom. Like I know a lady. She hangs out at the jail on Uber because all the DUIs need to drive home. They can't drive. They get caught DUI. They get arrested. They get processed. They're out 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So she waits for them to get out. She then drives them back to the city because the city is like downtown where they got pulled over, Palm Springs. So she drives them back to Palm Springs so that they get home. And then when she drops them off, she picks up at the airport and then drives them out. She has a whole process going from DUIs to airports, everything. Like, she's got to really figure it out. Some of these Uber drivers know what they're doing. Kais, how you doing, bro? I heard you've been killing it, bro. Good morning, fam. Doing good. Shout out to Michael. Michael's out there talking about GameStop. All these guys who never talk GameStop all of a sudden start talking, like Jake to be. Why did GameStop? Why don't they have marketable securities? Why are they not investing anymore? What's going on here? It's like, shut up, kid. Go back to Bed Bath & Beyond and talk. When you get Bed Bath & Beyond correctly, then you come talk to me because I already got it correct. PPC's trash talking you again. Oh, it's right. I don't care. Who's this guy? PPC is the guy who doesn't own AMC, doesn't own Bed Bath & Beyond, doesn't own GameStop. What are we going to talk about? The guy needs to be relevant again. That's the problem. His gravy train, right? Remember what I told you? You sell your soul for a little bit of cash for a good time. You can't sell a good thing for a good time. You can't. And that's what he did. And him and his wife were riding in helicopters and talking about, this is the best times of my life. You're 20-something years old hanging out with Bill Pulte. A 30-something-year-old man is not shelling out thousands of dollars because he likes you. He's trying to buy your favor. He's trying to buy friendships because he doesn't have any real connections with real people. That guy doesn't hang out in my circles. You couldn't have a guy who's, spoon-fed $100 million come hang out in my circle. It'll never work because it's not relatable. We're going to the bar and I'm buying drinks and you're worth $100 million? How's that even possible? I'd look right at you and be like, why am I paying for this shit, bro? Aren't you like the man? Pull out your card, bro. Your Twitter philanthropy. Let's go. Get your soldiers to do it. I don't know. That's the problem I have. When you're a 20-something-year-old kid with no job, nothing to going for yourself, and you're hanging out with elites, dude, it's the ship you sailed in on. You should have been at work. And for all those guys asking about work, yeah, I go to work every day, 2 a.m. in the morning, and I work till I want to. I'm a salaried employee. You guys all worried about my schedule, worried about what I do for a living, worried about my family. It's crazy, man. Crazy. I wouldn't give two shits, bro. None about none of you. You guys out here talking on the stream, I'd be like, all right, that's what they do. You think I care about Tony De Niro and his extracurricular activities? Apparently somebody does. I didn't even go after him when they gave me the info. The price action has never been so disjointed from the metrics. I try to tell that. We're the only company or investor base that has been preparing for hard times and weather the storm. GME will be a life draft. Yeah, I think we're the only group of investors that actually knows what's happening to their investment. We literally understand when they're destroying us, attacking us after earnings. It doesn't matter. It's been improving every damn quarter. No one cares about PP. Correct. Keep delivering the good DD Marantz. Fantastic work. William Boyd, you're welcome. They're stuck in the new GME class, a thing. Yeah. Class A stock, bros. That's all I can tell you right now. 10 free memberships to all you trolls out there. There you guys go. I see who got them. We're always fishing. Nobody was dumb enough to cover calls through earnings. So why would they be smiling? Thank you, Stacks. Somebody knows. People know. Snatched 3 shares today to celebrate a great Q2. Well, I snatched 1, but awesome. Discount sell. Great time to start averaging down for some folks. Marantz always said from day one. Thank you. Good morning to Leslie. I really appreciate your message the other day, Leslie. I didn't read it out loud. Or did I? You said, from Southern California, from La Quinta, California. I did read it, but yeah, you're still the truth. That's a good girl right there, man. She's awesome. They're all mad because they were warned that the stock's not realizing GameStop is on top. Correct. Oh, of course, Andre said something stupid. One thing that GameStop taught me, since they want to play stupid games to do covered calls, take premium. When GameStop is done playing stupid games, let me know. Oh, Andre. I'm going to let you know, Andre. I'm going to tell you right now, Andre. I'm done playing stupid games. I'm done playing stupid games with meltdown attitude, bearish attitudes. You're bullshit. You'll never type in this chat again. So enjoy the silence, guys. Before you type into this chat and talk that shit to me, and you've been here for years like Andre, just know today's the day. I'm not going to deal with it. Someone ruined it for all of you. All of these guys coming in with racial slurs and talking the way they do, they ruined it for all of you. You think I'm opening up the phone line again? It's going to be a long time before I do that. They ruined it. And I'll never deal with it again. Never, ever. I don't need to. You guys need me more than I need you. And I'm talking to you, Meltdown. You wouldn't have a website. You wouldn't have shit to jack off to if it wasn't for me. And this is how it's going to play out for the rest of your time. Don't come at me with your bullshit. You want to have a cordial conversation, a real one? turn on your camera, put your real name in there, hit me up and say, Marantz, I want to talk to you on the show, and maybe I'll talk to you. You're a fartus? That's crazy. The mergers will. There we go. Why so many people telling people to do cover calls right now? Because that's what they do. You know why, Kyoto. Exactly. You know what they do. Marantz is the best since day one. All true and real DD. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Please sell now. Oops. Sorry. Nope. I think GameStop going to do global shipping in the future. GameStop has the world to conquer. You wait till it happens. It says profit is profit. Don't I know it? People forget where they're coming from regarding the new balance sheet. Yep. From way down. PPCs went off on you on his last show. It's Ray. What's there to go off on? What's there to go? Matter of fact, Ray, keep it down, scrub. Okay, I don't want to block you so much. Just keep it down. I don't care. U.S. Army in South Carolina. Yep, hit the like button. There we go. This is your one chance to stop watching that grifter. Exactly. You're getting real close. Ryan Cohen focused on cost management and profited from it. These meltdowners only look at revenue. No, that's not that they only look at revenue, Loomis. They just have nothing else they can look at. They're running out of things to do. It used to be digital only. It used to be this. They're all the narratives. NFT marketplace failure. They used to do all this stuff. Ryan Cohen, Bed Bath & Beyond. He's doing Bed Bath & Beyond. He's going that way. That's what he's going to do, man. Okay. Trump went to the 9/11 ceremony, and John Kamala got nervous because he showed up. Never forget that they did to the U.S. Liberty. I won't. USS Liberty or the Arizona. I think he said he was down 7K. Oh, cool. And he's 2 shares away from 1K. Cool, man. What's happening, Marantz and the team? Dan missed a lot of a UK-friendly stream. Yes, you did. That's why I'm early, just for you. This guy says he's a CPA. It's in his name, believe it or not. I thank you for doing the video today. Just wondering why you are picking on Tony De Niro. He provides content on financial statements and avoids bankruptcy plays. Oh, you think I'm picking on him? Maybe you missed the content. Maybe you've missed the last 3 years where him and his girlfriends all get together and they say that I'm wrong about GameStop. That boy piggybacks off my info, only makes content because I make it. Guys, let me tell you something. This ecosystem called YouTube, they only make videos because of me. Remember this, okay? Remember when Matthew Kors copying our theme songs? Matthew Kors having the same platform, same setup? Go check out all these other YouTubers. They wait for my video. They don't make it first. Unless you're Richard Newton and you go to Superstock and you just steal everybody's DD and you call it your own and then you say, I got this great idea, guys. And then you don't know what you're talking about. Just notice the stock is 15% down like we care. I'm only gonna buy more. I'm down 13K, no panic, exactly. Anybody know if there's new shares being sold already? I don't know, Incan. You won't know until it's complete. I'm really disappointed in GameStop, to be honest. Really, Alex? I was green at one point, and then the stock continued to go against me. The share offerings will keep coming. Still has 1 billion shares to sell. Yeah, they have 1 billion available to them, but they pulled out 20 right now, right? 20 million. And Alex, if you're disappointed, what is it? You wanted to sell? Are you a short-term investor? If you put long-term feelings into a stock and you have a short-term dick, I mean, that's on you, bro. Honestly, dudes fall in love after sex. Some guys do. Some guys get up in there, they release, and they look her in the eye. I love you. No, I love you. And then she's like, I got him. Not this dude. I'm in it like, girl, you don't know how long I'm going to last. I'm here for 5 years. Oh, baby, let's take a break real quick. I'm sweating. Hold on. Give me a towel. Give me a towel. No, I just got to wipe off my forehead. I ain't even going to take it out. I'm just going to leave it in there. There's a thing I read called soaking. I read about it. I don't know. Mormons do it. Okay, back to it. All right, back to getting it. Oh, babe, let me tell you, man. I watched Ryan in a dress. Shit got me rock hard, babe. Feel that shit in your stomach? Yep. No, it's not the stock going down. That's me. Oh, yeah. Rude and crude tonight. Don't start with me, guys. Don't let me get riled up, Alex. Don't let me do it. I fantasize about GameStop. I act it all out. You should see me. Don't even get me started, bros. Don't do it. Be right there, clapping my own cheeks, bro. I swear to you. Tony De Niro with this popcorn. And there's Houston Wade stroking his chin while he's stroking something else. I'm just telling you, man. If Tony avoids bankruptcy plays, then why did he pump AMC? Thank you. Why did he pump Bed Bath & Beyond? Why does he talk about anything with anyone? Why is he talking to Marcus with May? Sounds like you should have sold when you were green. Exactly. Biden left in 9/11, did he? Wow. So got that Uber hustle down. Yep. I'd never let Pulte pay for anything for me. Stacks, I'm with you on that, bro. But I'm just saying. This dude's got all this cash, right? He brags about it, throwing it around. You ever been around those dudes? They come, like, they talk to you like your homeboy. Oh, bro, man. Just bought a boat. Oh, just bought a boat. We're gonna take it out on the water next week, man. We're going to Havasu. Yeah. Oh, man, I got that new Traeger grill. Bro, watched the fights last night, UFC. Oh, man, you got the stream? Nah, man, I paid for that shit. Nah, I paid for it. Yeah. And the same dude, you're right there at the store. You're like, hey, man, can you give me a Gatorade? He's like, oh, bro, I ain't got it. Gatorade? I ain't got it, man. Damn, yeah. Nah, the kids needed lunch money this morning. I ain't got it. Those dudes, bro. Those are the dudes I'm hanging out with around here. Get out of here. The science is deafening. Exactly. Anyway, you guys don't know, man. The price action isn't legitimized by the indicators. The volatility is building back up. It looks so perfect to get the paper hands out of here. Sure. Marantz, thank you for all that you keep on doing. Oh, Marcelo, thank you. I saw you in the text too. Keep it up. I've been holding GameStop since October 2020 because of Ryan Cohen, and still holding strong. Thank you, Maximum Force. Appreciate that. All right, guys, I'm going to get up out of here for my afternoon. I will have a night stream tonight. Maybe that one will be more of the antics that I like. But right now, I just give you straight information, straight code, straight everything. I'm going to play some TFT, going to do my thing. You know where to find me, though. I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. I'm on everywhere. And I do my best. But I didn't even play my theme song today, so I guess I'll play Welcome to Marantz Rantz on the way out. I didn't want to wake up my mom. She's over there hanging out with me. You know, hey, guys, listen to me. I'm a 41-year-old man, okay? I live at home with my parents right now, and it's the biggest blessing of my life. I am complete right now. You'll never understand it because you're a meltdowner, and you guys all want to attack me personally. Guess what? I'm giving you info. I'm giving you content right now. I'm telling you. But when you guys question if I'm broke or if I don't have money or whatever you guys say to me, right? Marantz, your whole life, 20,000. You're right, bro. 20 grand. That's it. Enjoy it, guys. Enjoy it while you can. Tuck your shit while you can, too. Your time's almost up. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. You're going to figure it out one day. Peace, millionaires. Peace.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz Rantz.